Welcome back to Disco Elysium. When we last left off, we were in here in the container with the mega rich light bending guy, and we had the opportunity to propose to him an investment, and we could either propose one that was crap or one that was destined to succeed or something to that effect. It's a conceptualization check. I've already equipped our our 2 points, so we can get this up to 8. I'm actually going to, because it's a red check, I'm going to level up since we have 6 points to do it. That'll make it 9. And then I'm even going to go so far as to smoke some cigarettes, because they will raise our intellect. So we're going to replace the Pyrrolodon, and we're going to exit here. And the cigarettes are not working. What's happening? What is happening? Hello, superstar. You don't want to smoke? You're suddenly straight edge? Like, what is happening, superstar? Here, we'll move them over here. Oh, there they are. Okay, let's smoke them. Smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. Come on. The hitbox on this thing is so annoying. There it was. Oh, yeah. Smoke it up, superstar. Yes. Yeah, that's okay. We can damage our health. I mean, that's not a surprise. So then let's equip this. And we're going to actually... We don't need more cigarettes. So we're going to equip the Pyrrolodon so we can use that in emergency. We're going to go back in here. And we're going to see how we do.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Well, we can present a sound investment plan or an investment plan that's sure to fail. I can't really explain why, but I want to do the investment plan that's sure to fail. I just think it's too funny. I don't know that it necessarily is in or out of his character, but I don't know that presenting a sound one is either, because he doesn't. He actually is a communist, so maybe he doesn't care about investments. So let's try this. Here we go. Cross your fingers.
Congratulations.
Oh my
You've
God, we
somehow
failed.
managed to fail at failing, which means, in a strange way, that you've succeeded.
Oh God. You should invest in a youth center. Oh boy, this is what Evrart
A
wants.
youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train buff kids. A place to teach them practical skills like teamwork and self-discipline.
Okay.
Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Okay. One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future?
Agreed. And yes. And if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes?
Yes.
What's the expected return on this?
With human beings, there's always a risk associated, which is why we've got to hold on to the center itself as a fallback.
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now.
No.
Good work.
Oh.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
I know. I'm well aware of that.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules?
I wouldn't know.
Here's the round of seed
Whoa!
funding. This
Oh my
would be
God.
enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
He just gave us 100 real.
Cha-ching. What'll it be? Speed? Vodka? Cigarettes?
Thank you for placing your unwavering trust in me.
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment. And I expect to see returns.
Yeah, this guy is unfamiliar with our history.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again.
What do you think, Kim? Not bad, huh?
I'm not unimpressed. Let's leave it at that.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
No, that was tremendously satisfying. Thank you.
The pleasure was mine. Unfortunately, I must be away soon. The next time we meet, I'll be expecting an update on my investment.
Okay. Notice our current tally is like is 15 billion real. No, sorry, 15 million real. But watch when we leave.
Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Yeah, and the 100 real will also guide us to happiness. Thank you so much. Okay, watch as we leave. Here we go. And there's nothing else in here. Okay. Oh, see, it just went down. Boom, 104. 104.23. Okay, well, that was incredibly satisfying. Let's change our clothes. Back to... Okay, this stuff is the same. Back to what we normally wear. which is we need to change our jacket. Where is our jacket that we like? Yes, the Shivers one. We like that. And we need to change our shirt to... We have been wearing this. Feel pretty good about this still. And are we wearing our empathy glasses? Okay, so let's just check our stats. Our conceptual station is still 8? Wait. Oh, because we did a point and we've still got cigarettes in effect. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? Oh, since we've got a bonus on our intellect, let's go see what purple checks... I'm sorry, what blue checks or cyan checks we have. Oh, it looks like nothing. Wow. Okay, nothing. Wow, okay, well, that's disappointing. What should we do next? You know what I want to try? I want to try going, now that we've talked to him about the youth center, let's see if Evrart has anything to say about that. Because maybe there's some connection there, because Evrart wants to build that youth center where the fishing village is.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Well, Evrart, do you remember that container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside.
Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich he could get it anywhere.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
Somehow I think Everart's not being fully honest here. Kim, tell him he was there.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
It might have been. Actually, I guess it probably was.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbour, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Yes, for God's sake, you're a socialist.
You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I'm going to catch the mega-rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to power the harbour's foglights.
Okay, we'll see about that.
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
I don't know. Maybe I can tell you about the youth center. That's what I'm hoping to do.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Okay, well, that's that. That's that. Okay, Evrart, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk later. Thank you, sir. That was not what I expected, but still satisfying. Okay. Whoop. Ooh, let's see if Easy Leo knows anything about the mega rich guy. And after that, I'm thinking I want to go talk
hey,
to...
mister. I'm not going to bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
Agreed. Thank you for your brevity. What's in that container over there? Pointing to the container that's no longer suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Okay, well that was nothing. Okay, we're off. See you later, Leo. So, next, I think we should go talk to Joyce. See what her perspective is on everything we learned from Evrart. Whoops, going the wrong way here. We can't get in here anymore, can we? Oh, we can. Wait. Can we still get in here?
The door seems to be locked.
Okay.
Conclusively.
Okay, perfect. But, just because we're here, let's just see if we equip the Cavalson, if that helps.
The door seems to be locked. Conclusively.
Okay, had to be done. You need to know these things. Okay, now, let's go talk to Joyce. Oh, let's talk to this guy now that we know that drugs are supposed to be being run.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Okay, Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Right. I had another question, but I
The
don't
man
actually.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
That's all for now. Bye. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Since we're here...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right, let's talk to the 57th, see if we got information.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots, Alice?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I think that's going to be permanently that way, but I'm not sure. I'm done. Thanks.
57th, over and out.
See ya.
In the cabin, you
All right, cool. All right, let's go run over to Joyce, like I had said. Oh, so by the way, I think it was now 2 episodes ago, that funny noise over by the boardwalk, Craig Null from the comment section told me that was actually the sound of the pigs, so something glitched. So we're going to have to wait until 2200 hours again to go and try it today or tonight. And also, I'm going to try to join the communist reading group too, so we'll figure it out. She's supposed to be there between 2200 and 0200. Hey, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
All right, let's see. Tell me again about this drug
The
trafficking.
lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
Oh, I should have asked the racist lorry driver. Damn it.
She simply nods.
The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take the case, probe the drivers, and see what it yields.
Excellent.
Oh my
According
gosh.
to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
So we got a new task, the jam mystery. And all this time I've been trying to talk to the lorry drivers so that I could see if I could get more information so I could bring it back to her. I didn't realize she was basically dangling a side mission in front of us. Yeah, jeez, okay.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
Okay, thanks,
In
Joyce.
the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Well, it's funny you should ask. Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed.
So you know
I'm
something
afraid
about
this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, we'll return to it later.
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
There really isn't.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Okay, thanks. That's all for now, Joyce. Well, that was fruitful, although not in the way I anticipated. And let's see if we can get anything new out of Cindy, since we're here.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Nope, nothing. Catch you later, Cindy. I wouldn't mind getting a brush from her so that we could paint this art wall here. Okay, so we're gonna do what was suggested and talk to the lorry drivers. Let's start with this guy, the non-smoking smoker.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Well, you seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
I do. I can relate.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Yeah, I mean, that seemed pretty obvious, but I'm not sure Superstar would have realized.
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
I think Superstar likes this guy, so he's going to be straight. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Ah, cool.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking. Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry.
That seems kind of unlikely, physical instrument, but okay. Thank you for tossing that little tidbit in there. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
All right, that's fair, Tommy.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Oh, here we go. He's a poet. Let's hit him with our best verse. And we get 97% because art's everywhere. And, well, we probably would have had it anyway because it's only formidable. But we get +2 because we understood his theatrics and art is everywhere.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It's a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion.
Where graspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
No, the game fed me the lines.
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it. You deserve some acclaim.
I think the words are mine. Yes.
Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
It makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
He gives us a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Okay, I will. Meanwhile, got any smokes on you?
Nope. Don't smoke.
I'm just gonna keep on trying.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup. Nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
Suck. We suck. Guess I'll ask around then.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revachol's weird.
Yeah, it is. That's all for now. Thanks a lot. Bye. Okay. So, we can ask the racist lorry driver, but there's also that person that we keep trying to talk to over here that has so far had nothing to say. So, let's try that first. Yeah, here we go. Right there. Thank you.
The woman still
Here we
has
go.
her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
All right, let's snap our fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
All right, snap our fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you all right, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
I love the voice acting in this. I know that's one of the things they changed for the final cut, but man, it is so good.
Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives us is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows us the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Let's take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Nice. Cool.
This man's got
It's
a
like
hold
Superman.
over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the worlds she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Hey, don't pee on her Cheerios rhetoric. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear, which is clearly not. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Fair enough, I guess.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am. It does sound like you were in a nice place.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take our measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Mesk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
So this is when she says you people, this is one of the few cases where people say that in this game and they're not actually being racist. Right. I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Oh, thanks, Kim. You're butting in a little bit here.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Wow, Kim. Weird.
It's because of the Pale. He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in it. And this woman has spent time in the Pale. A lot of time.
Very cool. The routes you drive are unusual, aren't they?
Some of them. Some of them are like home to me now. I would say the routes I drive are usual to me.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge as I think about how difficult it's going to be for me to do this in the subtitles. Yay.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral, U for 1A, Adestradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I like this. Cool, ride until you're dust, sister. But I think this one's more appropriate for Superstar. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
She's super mocking us.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
We are shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
What a neat story.
The Pal sounds like the drug to me.
That's not really what I was getting at, though.
Then what were you getting at?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Okay, let's try this. Why not? Evrart sent me. Let's place our finger on the side of our nose and tap twice.
Who the fuck is Evrart?
The union boss?
Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hunt.
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Loman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Loman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Oh, he wouldn't take this bad cop thing. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
So it's either her or him.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
I didn't ask about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
I still don't think he would do this. He's not going to play the bad cop. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
These people are very chill.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pail driver. You transport goods through the pail.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pail, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
Poor Kim. Poor long-suffering Kim.
Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
It's death. But for the universe, oh, we're contemplating the living shit out of this.
Fucking A, conceptualization. Oh, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pail transport.
No offense. But your partner?
She lights a cigarette, and a white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
I blacked out from sheer heartbreak and lost all memory of the world, lady.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything, even the things I never knew.
Things you never knew?
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father, and I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Over radiation?
Heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic.
Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this...
She gestures at the square, the broken horse monument, the clanging of the machines in the distance. That does seem like maybe it's desaturating the world if you're experiencing real life.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What does it look like? The pail?
Like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
And what does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn, too. It smells terrible.
I like the smell of autumn.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
Yeah, it sounds cool. How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
So you don't do it on this lorry?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines clumped up like toys. One last thing. You said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
No elaboration.
Yeah, no elaboration. That was stark. I would rather have what you have than what I have. I think this is what he would say because he's sort of striving to not be who he is. He's really struggling with who he is.
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A. or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
She looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it hungrily. Then at you. The motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not Paledrivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
And what's at the end of the motorway south? It's like asking what's at the end of the rainbow, I feel.
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
This is super cool.
I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake.
She goes silent and her eyes close and her hands shake as she says a child rowing on the lake. Ma'am?
Josiane.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence as she stares within herself.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away.
Okay, that was super duper cool.
She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
He inspects her. No response.
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
He shakes his head silently as he turns to leave. Okay, I guess we're done with her. I think this is a good place to make the cut. I was going to talk to all the lorry drivers today, but I think we're going to wait until next time. And then also, I think we're just about to internalize our apricot-scented one thought. So I'm going to leave you with this woman receding back into the pale. Thank you for being here, and please remember to spay or neuter your pets.